Hello everyone, Mark Major here at the studio, dubbed the Action Figure-atorium. And today is going to be one of these videos that I absolutely love making. This is a Mythic Legions video. I have received my pack of 6 Mythic Legions heads just recently. And today I'm going to be seeing if I can find 6 bodies to swap and put these heads on and have make work. So I believe this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Everybody should stick around for this one. Okay, so I made a video previously on the All-Star Wave 5 that the Four Horsemen Mythic Legions came out with, and that's one of those things where they go back through the old characters and they cherry pick a whole bunch and then let people online vote, and sort of the winners get a reissue. And it's a chance for people who missed out on figures the first time around to get them. And I love it when they do that. I oftentimes try and pick something up at one of those. And for All-Stars 5, the one thing that I thought was an absolute must-buy was this head pack, because it was $30. 6 heads, $30, $5 a head. There is no way you can beat that. Also, if there's a specific head in here that you're looking for, now is going to be the time when people are getting these and taking the ones that they want and maybe selling on eBay the ones that they don't want. This is going to be the biggest time to find the most supply of these heads out there for sale on the secondhand markets. And so this is a great chance. If you're looking for a specific one out of this pack, maybe try and find one. They're only going to go up in value. Also, one of my recommendations for people who buy toys as an investment with the intent to put away and then resell later, of which nothing wrong with doing that, because for a lot of these, if we buy a bunch of these toys, it helps the company with their minimum order requirements. I mean, the toys need to sell and continue to sell for them to keep making it. So if people are just buying them and stuffing them away for later, that's not scalping. That's great. That's an investment. There's nothing wrong with that. And if that's the case, I always tell people that the best way to go is to get these accessory packs, whether they're weapons or armor kits or hands or whatever it is, because they're always cheaper than a figure, right? And most people pass on them because they just, kind of like me, I'm kind of a casual, to be totally honest and fair. I will cherry pick and just take 1 or 2 of the guys that I particularly like, and a lot of people are like that. And so a lot of people pass on these kinds of things. So these are the kinds of investments that are real easy to make and don't cost a lot and will give you the best returns. Highly recommend doing that from now on if you aren't currently. So the challenge is, do I have enough figures, enough other figures that I've collected to make all these heads work? And that is what today's episode is about. Let's go over to the bench and check it out. All right, so we will face the camera over that way. You can see me in the little screen there. Hello, people. So I haven't even opened this yet. What can I say? Again, they're still using this. I love the artwork on these, by the way, but they're still using this design with the all caps white on the black burn aligned all the way to the right. Not the best choice in package design, but a lot better than a lot of other indie companies out there. Just want to note that the Four Horsemen packaging continues to get better all the time on the newer stuff. If you've seen the Cosmic Legions packages and any of the social media feeds, They look fantastic. So starting to see kind of the last of the old packaging style, and we're going to start getting some of the new packaging style, which is going way up in quality and design. So I'm just going to open the little accessories bag while we're waiting. I have, by the way, this cup of hot water ready to go, and it has an L for Legions on it. That's actually not what it was originally for, but we're going to say that. All right, ready for the sound of package crinkling. First guy up, the Panther head. So let's see here. How can we make the Panther head work? I have a... we're going to have to take out the neck. Okay, so let me tell you something. There is a, I think I have an unboxing video on it. There was a figure that I picked up. It was in one of their special sales. It was the Krampus figure. It was part of their figure Obscura. And I saw it pop up, and you have a very limited window to buy these obscure figures from them. They do kind of seasonally once a year. And I bought it, and I have to admit that I was a little disappointed when I got it. And the reason I was disappointed when I got it was not because it's bad, but because previously I had bought a Belphegor action figure at one of their sales. Let me grab you the head for it. So the Belphegor is this big demon guy with this demon head. I've taken the head off because we're going to use this body. And if you look at the Krampus one, you'll see that it is the exact same body, more or less, but in black. Slight difference on the hooves, but for the most part, the exact same figure. And so I was kind of bummed that I spent all this money on the exact same guy when these dudes, the Four Horsemen, have like 100 action figures, and there's so much variety in them. And to to have basically two guys exactly the same was kind of a bummer. However, now that I have the Panther head, I do not have the same level of unhappiness because we're going to use the Krampus body for this guy. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pop this on, and they give you this cool, cool like little shoulder thing for the guy, and you also get a Panther tail, which we are going to... I forget if I should dip the tail in water or the body in water, but I think you dip the body for 30 seconds, and we'll leave the tail firm. So while that is getting ready to put the tail in, this guy is essentially, in my opinion, complete. All right, let's move on to the next head, which is going to be this demon head. And I don't know if he has a name. I don't know if any of these guys have a name. All right, tail goes in. Panther, man with tail complete. And I will do my best to maybe get some pics of this guy in a bit. We can slap on. So what are we going to do for this guy? Well, let's remove the neck joint. Whoa. Panthlord down. Panthlord down. I really should invest in some of the Four Horsemen. The Four Horsemen stands, but you know how it goes. So, what are we going to do to make this guy work? Well, I told you I have the Belphegor guy, which I got at a special sale, and we're going to go all in with this dude. Even though it's a little different color of red, oh, look at that, pops right on. We instantly have a guy. You know, the red's kind of matches the color of the forearms. There's sort of a, goes purple to red on here. Anyways, not bad. I think he needs a cloak, personally. I think cloaks fix a lot of problems. So we have this guy, our second head. We are 2 for 2. We've got Demonoid and we've got Panthlor. Demonoid and Panthlor. And here are the heads. You know what? You know what I was thinking? Let's do this. This is from the Krampus. This little wreath of around the neck. Let's put this on there. Look at that. There, the color mismatch is not as bad now. That is how you fix problems, friendos. we're always solving problems here. These guys are awesome, by the way. So let's move on in our pack of heads. What do we got left? Well, let's do the female, the human female. So really well done. I picked this up, weirdly enough, with one other female army builder in auction, an online auction that was a bunch of Schleich fairies and unicorns and knights and dragons, and then there was a couple of Mythic Legion figures in there. I won the auction, and I took all that Schleich stuff, and of which there was a couple guys I used in a Get in the Ring episode, a Minotaur Man and who's the other guy, Rhino Man. But I sold all that stuff. I just parted it out, and I used the money to pay off essentially the auction and come out even. So I ended up with kind of freebies, a couple of these knights. So we are going to use this one. And originally the head that I had on it was just one of these helmets, right? And we are going to pop the female head on here. And hopefully the hair plays nice with this. Okay, look at that. Can you taste excitement? I think you can. Let's put her there. There's some other little doodads that came with. There's another little neck piece. And, oh, there's a tongue. Oh, we'll get to that. And there's some kind of a helmet thing. There's some cool stuff that comes with this, people. It's not just the 6 heads. There's more. There's, I don't know if there's much more, but there's more. Okay, we are 3 for 3. Let's keep going, shall we? So far, it's been pretty easy. You got the Black Panther goes on the big beefcake black body. You got the Red Demon goes on the big beefcake red body. You got the female goes on the female knight body. It's all pretty easy. Let's keep going with this winning streak. I hope I get the nickname Manhandler with how I got that out of there. Okay, how are we going to do this? Now, something I got to tell you guys. I'm a big fan of this figure, which I haven't even popped out of the case yet. It's the Fossier. She's kind of like a sort of a mage knight sort of figure. And this is actually kind of a hard figure to get now. It sort of has gone up. It's tough to collect, but I found a place called My Wife Is Going to Kill Me Podcast, and they have a little store, and they sell Mythic Legions figures out of there. I think they pick them up at the con, and they have a small amount that they sell. And I got this, but I had to buy it in a 2-pack. This guy with it came with this Goblin, this Bog Goblin, and his name is like Thwick or something like that. And let's see if I can. Here's the body. And here's the head that came with him, right? So this is what the guy looked like. Anyways, we're going to try and stick this body head on it, but I think to do that we're going to have to pop some pieces out to get this to fit on the neck, unless in fact I can get this up. Anyways, it's time to go to the cup of water. We're going to heat up that head. We're going to see if we can pull that piece apart. Also, he's got this cool tongue that's going to go in there. And there's a chance that maybe this is the helm for it. That is hot. All right. Once you've heated something up, it pops off real easy. That's what I love about these guys. Okay, he's got a removable tongue, and you can put this tongue inside of it. All right, so we've got this guy, and his. So we got him on the Goblin body. He goes right on there. He really needs something to go underneath, because originally he came with this kind of sort of neck piece, but this is just not compatible with the neck peg coming out. It might be that if I take apart the torso, that I can get that neck peg out and replace it with this, and that might be something I try down the line, but this is kind of a, you know, unboxing it as we go and seeing if it works. So I believe that we're 4 for 4. We got this guy. He doesn't look quite amazing yet, but we got this guy working. An extra tongue. So let's call that a win so far. We are very happy with what's going on. Now, we're down to head number 5. The creepy vampire, you know, sort of screaming Batman. And I don't mean DC Comics. So what are we going to do for that? Okay, here's the problem. I don't have any real bat people, but I do have a bunch of these Templar Knights. I have a good guy, I have a bad guy, and I have some sort of weird, creepy captain bad guy. So what I've done is I've popped the head off of this, and I've also removed his pauldrons. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this guy's head on it, because his white head on the black body with the white Templar will look kind of cool, I think. Let's just heat the head up a little bit in our water. We'll get that going. But that's not all, folks. I also have picked up, and originally the plan was, because I couldn't get the red ones, is that I found white ones on Big Bad Toy Store of wings, and I was going to paint them red so that they could go on like a Belphegor. I haven't painted them yet, so we're going to go with the white wings on this body. As soon as I get this out, we will we're going to heat these wings up, because I need to turn the posts, and they're kind of frozen at the moment. So let's see here. This guy is just going to go on top like that, and we are not done. We are going to add the wings now, if I can get these to move. Alright, so for this guy, I have opted to use the spot where the pauldrons go to do his bat wings. If you wanted to put shoulders on him, there is another piece that goes in the back that pops out the wings so that they go around the pauldrons, which is cool. Very much like that. Bog Goblin. Bog Goblin and hat. The detail on these guys, of course, is phenomenal. All right. So I'm going to say that I have done quite well with 5 out of the 6 heads. All right. So the last head is this dwarf head, and I am out of dwarf bodies. I still have bodies, but I do not have dwarf bodies. So the only other thing that I could perhaps come up with is I do have this Knights Templar, and so we could just make this dude sort of a frumpy human with a beard, you know, just a human that looks like a dwarf. Doesn't have a dwarf body, but it at least gets all 6 heads on something that doesn't look too bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? How well did we manage to pull off getting every head from the head pack onto a body that looks pretty good? Let's take one more look at it. Look at that. Check that out. Look at that. On the left, the dwarf, not bad. Then we got vampire, Templar man. Then we got, you know, ugly goblin. And then we got hot, sexy Halloween knight. The Belphegor with that demon head, to me, once I put the little ruffle thing on him, man, that looks really good. The reds were different reds. They weren't matching, but now it doesn't matter because you don't see the direct clash. That was clutch. And of course, Panther, man, is probably the home run out of the whole pack. If you're looking to buy these individually, I'm going to say that the one that everybody's going to want the most is the Panther man. I'm going to say that he's the one that you're going to find resell for the most money. I could be wrong. Put your own bets into the comments if you think that somebody could challenge him. The demon one, of course, is probably going to go over quite well. I'm going to guess everybody is going to be selling their Goblin head. And, you know, that's okay. That's okay. Goblins usually don't sell that well, but they're still pretty cool, actually, at the end of the day. So with that, I would like to thank everybody who made it this far into the video. If you haven't done so already, we definitely need more subscribers to this channel. And in fact, also you can find me on some other social media areas. If you like the things going on here, know that I do some toy photography with all this stuff. And you can find the pics that I take on my Instagram. Just look for Action Figure Atorium there, and I will not steer you wrong. So with that, I will catch everybody on the next one.